Anyway, what do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people.
I'd like to see what their homes.
You can go and see them.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale with the city folk. It's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city.
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there.
Aha.
Well, but I won't be troubling her long. Just...
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how...
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted.
Don't get your hopes up.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise...
I'm practically naked. Nobody's
At least you're not walking around bare-arsed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny.
And what do you have in mind?
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
That's a pretty good idea. Tailor Bartoszek would probably throw you out of the shop. But if you can get by with things that are, let's say, slightly worn, then I could help you.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semien on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it would be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semien.
And which way is Semien?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, though I'll be a queen before...
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay.
I'm not going near that tavern.
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding and...
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no...
Hopefully by then I'll find... Oh well. It was nice to meet you.
Don't worry, you'll manage. God bless you. Greetings.
Don't cause any trouble. Got...
Could I ask for directions?
Good day to you.
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know.
Ja, natürlich, you are not from here. Everyone around here knows, aber das ist deine Sache. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even...
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catherine. Herr von Berge does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village. No one wants to pay the church more than the...
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the... Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen. There is Bartosz, the tailor. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they belong to the scribe Geibel. They are, but of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really doesn't.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka, the butcher, lives. The rest of the villagers are...
Where do you go for wares?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Yichin, what you call Yichin. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Doch wenn du was brauchst, the good... I do not think you will get to the town.
Is there anything I should have...
Certainly. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed.
Ach so, ich verstehe. That is all because of the war. Verdammt.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than he... Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
could only happen to me.
Hey, fella, we're an honest lot.
God be with you.
Huh?
God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz. Poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you, Kunesh?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, but what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is holding his brother Wenceslas.
What a bloody awful affair this war is.
My sentiments exact...
Why, young man, I see. I tell you, though,
How so?
because I was a fool.
I disagree with you, sir. Sigismund is a scoundrel.
That's what often happens. Still, for the good of the country, especially considering what a drunkard and fornicator...
Wenceslas stands up for his people.
Wenceslas can't even see the tip of his nose.
I must be on my way. Farewell, Sir Kunesh.
Farewell and Godspeed, young man.
I'm a bit lost. Do you know where we are?
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you!
Go ahead and search me. I've got nothing to hide.
Everything in order. Carry on!
Wait, that's my Pebbles. My girl. I thought they killed you down by that pond.
Yeah, maybe next.
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen for... some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Rattay, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
Who sold her to you?
I told you already. Some young lad. He wasn't from here.
What did he look like? Where'd he go?
You're a bit hasty, eh? He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping in the woods. And his breath smelled like hell. But I couldn't tell you where he was headed.
Look, it's just one horse. It's not that important, is it?
What do you mean, not important? I sell horses. It's how I make a living.
Ah, well, a horse here or there. What difference does it really make, eh?
It makes a difference to me, and to Lord Sameen as well.
Ah, well, never mind then. Fine. I'll buy her from you then.
That's more like it.
I changed my mind.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
God be with you.
The whole village burnt to the ground! Hell on earth! Just a few days' walk from here! You have to hear this! In Silver Skallets, they say, without warning, attacked by human troops. In one afternoon, they burned down the whole village.
Greetings to you.
Are you still looking for a helper, like you mentioned at the Troskovitz Tavern?
Hi, I am. I wasn't expecting you to actually show up. You young folks these days are all talk and no action.
Well, I'm not like that. I also heard you might be able to get me into the wedding.
Forget about the wedding for now.
All right. So what kind of work do you have for me?
You'll be carrying sacks of flour.
You don't have anything better? I can do other, more useful things.
Oh, that's nice and all. That's hauling sacks of flour.
When there was no other way, I pickpocketed burgers. I could get, well, anything I wanted out of them. Even, a cow.
Are you sure she didn't follow you of her own accord? You being a bit of an ox.
Huh?
Ah, don't feel bad. Strong back can come in handy. Ideal for hauling sacks of flour.
Do you really have nothing better I could do?
I do, but only for people I know already. And you're not one of them.
All right. It's not like I have much of a choice, do I?
The sacks are in the barn, and the wagon is in front of it. I'll give you a groschen for every half-dozen you carry. It may not seem like much, but if you don't dawdle, you might even save up for some nag at the Sanine stables. I heard they got lucky and recently rounded up a bunch of horses from... You won't have to buy food. We'll take care of that. But not on the sacks of flour. You understand? Or I'll tan your hide.
Oh, fuck me.
Careful what you wish for. Take care, friend.
Fuck, that's heavy. What the hell is in this thing? Oof. Bit heavy for flour. I'm sweating like a pig. I could barely lift it. What the hell is in this thing? Fuck, that's heavy. I'm sweating like a pig. Bit heavy for flour. Fucking hell.
A new hand. Greetings to you.
Where should I lie down?
Well, it's best go up the stairs to the next floor and then... Farewell.
Kurwa. What the?
Have you got it done? I said, are you done?
You're milling some pretty peculiar grain here, Miller. It's got a bit of a metallic flavour to it.
Kurva. Can't you be more careful?
Tell me the truth. What are you really doing here?
Seems I'll have to lift the lid off the cauldron of knowledge sooner than I expected. You think you're ready?
Yes.
I'm attempting to convert matter into a truly miraculous energy.
What?
I understand. It seems impossible. I'm sure you're asking yourself what that has to do with the metal in the sacks. But we're only just scratching the surface. You see, for my experiment, I'll need something sinfully earthy. Something we'll have to appropriate. And that's something you can help me with, my curious apprentice.
I'll help you.
That's the right attitude. Now listen up. In Troskovitz, next to the tavern, there's a rat house. And in that rat house, there's a chest. And in that chest is a document I need. One that used to be mine. But due to an unfortunate twist of fate, ended up there. It's called The Offer of Hermes Trismegistos. It's written right on it. You said you could do all sorts of things, so I assume reading is one of them. Am I right?
I can read. But I reckon that's the catch, isn't it?
The catch is, the chest is under lock and key, and most likely well guarded.
Of course it is.
But you said you used to rob burgers, so stealing a document from the chest will be as easy as falling off a log.
And then you'll get me into Semin's wedding?
Aye. If you help me, I'll find a way to get you there. Miller's honor.
Where exactly should I look for this document? I doubt they've only got one chest in the Troskovitz rat house.
I can't help you there, but my hand Zinnik might know more. He had the document on him, but then the bloody fool got caught because of something else, and they took it from him. I'm pretty sure he's still on display in the stocks on the square. Just remember, lad, if you get caught like he did, the guards will turn out your pockets. And it would be pretty hard to explain what a tramp like you is doing with a document he can't even read.
No, I doubt the bailiff will let me roam around the rat house and go peeking through his chests. Any advice on getting in there without being spotted?
Oh, come on. Do I really have to spell it out for you? Black clothes, the play of light and dark. A quiet night, and those...
Is that supposed to be advice?
Just get some inconspicuous clothing and head over there after midnight.
And where can I get some clothes like that?
I had my outfit washed in the Gilioff bathhouse, but after a bit of disagreement, they refused to give it back. It's my gift to you. All you have to do is pick it up.
Pick them up? You want me to steal them, don't you?
Doesn't it sound like a suitable appetizer before the main course? There's no sense in trying to deal with the owner, Dorothy, anyway. She's a contrary woman who's impossible to talk to.
I'm not even surprised your paths crossed. I'd like to learn more about the art of thievery.
Thievery? But all right, enough wordplay. He'll tell you how to relieve people of the things in their purses. Or how to quickly and if you'd like to try opening locks without a key, there's a chest in the barn that you carried this...
All right. I reckon I know everything I need.
Praise God. Jesus Christ be praised.
Good day. What would you like?
What's the purpose of that pen? I see you're not great.
Indeed we're not, friend.
Fist fight?
Why do you think?
Does the miller know about this?
Crazel? Hey.
And how do these fights work?
Nothing to it. You put...
And who takes part in...
Well, the first... If you manage to beat me, you can try... And if Malik ain't tough, he'd tear you.
I'd love to try these...
Wait a mo.
Crazel?
He's the one who came with the idea and made it... There, they have...
Crazel said you'd teach...
All right, follow me. So Crazel took you on just like that? Surprising. Crazel hardly trusts anyone. He's a smart man. So don't you even think about betraying him. That would end badly for you. Not to scare you, though. That's not what I'm here for.
Let's begin.
Not so fast. You're new here.
Don't worry. It's not my first time.
Well, well, well. You fancy yourself.
In their pouch, of course.
And what if they don't have a pouch?
Well, then they don't have a key?
Nonsense. First of all, rich or poor, most folks carry their things in a pouch, either in... The front one holds keys, coin, and other small items.
And the rest is in the back?
Exactly. Now, this is important. Don't steal from the front pouch unless you're sure you know what you're doing.
Well, what if I need something from it? Like a key to a chest?
You can try taking it from behind. It'll be more difficult, but it's manageable if you're careful enough. Show me how nimble your fingers are then.
All right, let's do it.
Come to me. What are you doing there? Tough shit. At this rate, you'll get caught right away. Want to try again?
Done.
Very nice. I didn't notice you at all, and that's exactly what you want. Now give back what you took.
Here you go. What now?
That's it. It's a simple art.
Yes.
Wrong. You want to try again?
I did it.
Good.
I'd rather try takedowns.
Why not, since we're here? Well then, it's easy. Sneak up behind. Just remember.
All right.
Nice choke. I'm still seeing stars. In such a way that I don't notice. That's how it should be.
Would you know of any other way to make some extra money?
The only thing you can do, but go and ask those woodcutters on the opposite hill.
Why the woodcutters?
Just think about it. They've been cutting timber in the middle of nowhere for a pretty long time. And they get paid for they work all day long and don't move an inch.
I think I know what you...
All their earnings must be hidden somewhere in their camp.
What does Crazel say about that?
He said it would be obvious it was one of us. After all, they can see... But you're not from around here. I didn't fight back the first time. This time I won't make it so easy. Remember, if your victim is able to defend himself, you can still turn things around. But it will be a close call, shall we?
All right, let's do it.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
You shit! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Bastard! Not like that. Try again.
All right, let's do it.
Bastard! That was close. But you still got me. Just remember, a person who wriggles out the first time will remember you. One last time, and for real.
All right.
Nice choke. I'm still seeing stars. I didn't notice you at all. Nice job. That's all that's to it. Just one more thing. Not only can you choke someone out, you can even send them to their maker. For that you need a dagger. And now, would you like to try that takedown on me again?
Thanks, but I've learned enough.
Suit yourself.
hopeless.
Jesus Christ be praised.
How about some more advice on sneaking around in Troskowitz?
You've come to the right man. As clumsy as a blind dog and about as inconspicuous.
Well, I was focused mainly on my fighting skills.
I don't blame you. Me, but still. Ask her.
What should I wear to be inconspicuous?
Something dark. It won't exactly command respect. Just don't go wearing fancy clothes or you have to be like a ghost that nobody...
I've been known to be...
Only a fool goes robbing and tread lightly. Not only...
A weapon in hand won't do me much good.
Seems like everyone does nowadays. But if all you need in your hand is a lock, well, it's best to keep your hands free. If you get caught where you're not supposed to, neither a dagger nor a lock...
How should I handle light?
Most guards and people you meet at night are either stick to where the light doesn't shine. And if you know how, brew yourself a...
How should I plan a...
Most people have the same... Pay attention to people's behavior. Who goes where? When you get to know your victim, and where you're sneaking into someone's house.
That's all. I hear you let your hands fight each other.
Who told you about that?
Hensel told me.
Hensel did?
So can I join in?
Well, hard. Them three slackers of mine ain't exactly had their finest hour in Zhelyov.
To Zhelyov, you say?
Aye. Once in a while, he earns a few groschen, and I sleep better.
And if I beat your hands? What's your story anyway, Krazel?
What business is that? Seems to me like you...
I'd really like to know.
You know what?
But...
You know, when you prove to me...
Everything's around.
Look at you. You do have the...
Wait.
Did you really think we... Well, maybe we do a bit.
If you say so.
I won't fight. You know what?
Christ, what a...
Where should I lie?
Well, it's best if you sleep up. Go up the stairs to the next floor, and then climb...